Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today, we're talking about mandatory vaccinations for the schools.
Heavy topic, Ruben, heavy topic.
Well, Jacob, the rumors are out, but what would you say is going on today in your school in LAUSD regarding vaccinations?
Well, I would say most of our teachers are vaccinated, except a small percentage. I'm not even sure, they don't tell us the percentage, that might be strategic, but we do have about 5 teachers at my school. And so I know that they've said October 15th is the deadline to have the vaccinations. However, today they said, well, as long as you have your first vaccination before October 15th and have the second one by November 15th. But if you don't, then you will be dismissed, and your last pay is up to the end of October.
So teachers have to be vaccinated to keep their jobs.
To keep their jobs. And so I know that I believe there's a group of people doing a lawsuit against the district. And go ahead.
Do you think that most teachers, how many teachers aren't going to be vaccinated?
Oh, I think it's a very small percentage. Okay. I think most have already got vaccinated.
Most of them are going to be fine.
Most are going to be fine. It is going to affect the schools, though, if you think about it. Even if we lost 5 teachers, that's 5 positions. Right now, I'm not sure if it's going on with your school. There's a shortage of teachers. And we have positions open right now. So to lose another 5, that means I have to cover classes. And I've been covering I think it's happening in a lot of schools. I don't want to speak for other schools, but what I hear is there's a lot of coverage going on because of the unfilled positions. So now you're going to have another 5 unfilled positions. Even that doesn't sound like a lot. It is when you compare the ones that haven't been filled yet. So it's a lot.
Let me tell you about my school. Oh. At my school, when you look up positions that are open, you won't see positions open at my school usually. You might see one. You might see, biology teacher, looking for a biology teacher, maybe one. If you look at our school right now, science, history, English, another subject, I have never seen that before.
That are open?
That are open.
Is it because of the vaccinations? Or is it because of a shortage, or both?
I have never seen that before. I'm going to make a leap. I'm going to say that maybe it's because they're letting teachers go. Wow. I've never seen it before. I've never seen.
Okay, so it's happening. Maybe it's possibly happening at your school.
English teacher opening, science, history.
Did your school give you're not part of my district, but did your school give a deadline as well?
Yes, this Friday.
Oh, this Friday too, as well. Oh, wow.
I already had a staff member come up to me and said, they're letting me go.
Oh, wow.
They're letting me go.
That's heavy.
And it was, I feel very bad for him. And he's a friend of mine. Excuse me. And I'm vaccinated.
Yeah. Same here.
But
same here.
I'm uncomfortable with the idea of people. I know this person. He has a wife. He has a child.
Right.
He has to sell his home. I feel bad for him. Right. I was talking to another teacher who doesn't feel bad and is happy that people are being let go.
Wow.
Because that's their fault. And I didn't want to get into an argument with him, so I didn't say anything. But I feel terrible about people losing their jobs.
Yeah, I don't even care if I agree or disagree with the topic. I would still feel bad that a colleague of mine is losing their position.
And that's the point for me.
I mean, I'm not glad that people are. Yeah.
I will say though that what's very interesting is I got an email today from. We don't have the person who runs our school is not called the principal. He's called the executive director.
Okay.
So the executive director of our school emailed us today and said, we have confirmed, just want to let you all know that in January will be the deadline for students to be fully vaccinated.
Same here.
Yeah.
And I found out that we have a lot of students, way more than teachers, that are not vaccinated. We're talking like way more than half, maybe 2/3. Yeah. What's going to happen then?
Well, I noticed there's a little bit of a caveat or a little asterisk there in the email that said, well, we're allowing medical exemptions. We're allowing religious exemptions.
Oh, are they? I don't think they're allowing that at our in our district.
At our school, the students. And when I saw that, I thought there might be some lawsuits, because I think some teachers might look at it as, why do they get exemptions? Why don't we get exempt? I could see some problems arising.
Sure.
Because I think they're allowing students to have exemptions.
Okay. Yeah, I think they allowed religious for our district, but I don't know if that's continuing now that we're so close to the deadline. So yeah, you're right. I think that's going to be interesting to see. There's definitely going to be lawsuits. This is not going to end. There's too many teachers who are going to be out of work. And I just feel like we're all going to be affected by it. The students are going to be affected by it. The teachers who are teaching are going to be affected by it. I just felt like maybe it wasn't really well thought out. I don't know.
Well, let's be specific on what affected means. What does that mean, affected?
Well, students will have a lot of substitutes in their classroom, not teaching them the way their former teacher taught them.
So they will not have credentialed
teachers in that area,
in their classroom.
In that area.
So students are going to miss out on
big time. And they're already missing out. Yeah, they're already. I mean, this is my school. We've had so many unfilled positions. Like I said, I cover quite a bit. And then I say, people like me, it's going to hurt because I'm going to be covered. I mean, there's no time to get prepared to prep for my next class that's coming, because we get a conference period every day, and that's going to be gone. I mean, I know it's going to be gone. I mean, I have colleagues from another school that the principal already told them, yeah, you guys want to do auxiliaries, because there's going to be a lot of auxiliaries. An auxiliary is when you take on another class for extra pay, but usually it's voluntary. I'm hoping that's still voluntary, but we'll see. So there's a lot of this. So there's a lot going on. This is causing a lot of a little turmoil amongst the students and the staff, I think.
I'm going to point out something that is actually even more serious, even more detrimental to a lot of and disruptive to a lot of people's lives. I pointed an article from LA Times to my students. We read it together about the drop in enrollments at LAUSD
big time
as a result of COVID. And even pre-COVID, there were already losses in enrollments, and COVID just exacerbated the problem. But in looking at the vaccination issue, I think there's going to be another drop, and this might be pretty devastating to enrollments and to basically funding of schools and LAUSD. And I think this could really be a problem.
Oh yeah, there's this big old school choice movement going on, and that can't be ignored. And this is coming right into that area, right, where parents are going to say, "Hey, I have a choice. I'm going to send my kids. If I don't send them to the regular school down the street, I'm going to send them to a private school, or I'm going to send them to a school that is online only." Right? Because I know in our district we do have that program where we have teachers who are online and students who are taking their courses that way, like we did last year, distant learning. So yeah, I think that's going to be pumped up in the numbers in the next few months. So that's going to have a big effect.
Yeah, it's pretty concerning, and I hope that it doesn't devastate schools that are traditionally serving underserved communities. You know, I'm thinking about, this is like where you work, Southgate, Cudahy, Maywood, areas that are struggling. I'm wondering how it's going to manifest itself, because they are already being impacted by enrollment drops.
Right.
So
yeah,
we'll see what happens in January.
You know what I would like to see, though? One last thing is I like to see, because I just got some numbers recently about how we're doing with COVID, and our numbers are down and so forth. I like to compare it with other states that are, let's say, maskless, that are not so tough on mandates. how are the numbers compared? I don't know what they are, and maybe we could talk about that another time. And I really don't. And I'm just wondering. I wonder if there is a comparison, if there's a drop, if there's a, what those numbers look like, because I never get to see that. I'm just feeling like maybe we could have someone on in the future where we could talk about that and comparing our state with other states, and the state being California. So something to think about.
Yeah. Well, very good. I hope that you can let us know what you think about the situation of mandates regarding vaccinations. You know what? I was at a restaurant this week, and somebody approached me and asked me for my vaccination card.
At a restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then I was gonna go this Saturday to Flappers. So I live in Glendale, and Flappers is in Burbank. It's a stand-up comedy place. I was gonna watch a show, and I was gonna order tickets, and they said this is a vaccination place. I don't know how they worded it, but you have to have your vaccination cards
vaccine only
ready to show. Yeah, vaccine only show ready to show your card. And I thought, wow, so they're really, LA County is really starting to press on this.
Yeah.
And I could see that by January, students are going to have to show their cards. Teachers are going to have to show their cards.
Sure.
And what is that going to do to the schools, to enrollment? And it's happening to society, at least where we're at.
Right. I wonder if there's going to be any pushback. I don't see too much in LA County. Seem to be pretty much agreeable, but maybe not. Maybe more in Orange County or other counties we'll see more pushback. I don't know.
Tell us what you think, everybody. What is your idea? What is your opinion on this topic? Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time in Pod and Deliver. Bye, everybody.
Bye.